And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. I don't know if you can hear me, please, because I'm using a mic today. So please let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if my mic is working. I can't hear myself, but if you can hear me, let me know, please. I'm waiting for my guest, but I just thought to quickly up on this. Oh God, today is a chaotic morning for me. I don't have enough light in this room, but you're going to hear me. Please, we have 6 people already in the studio. Thank you for joining us. You can type in the comment section to let me know where you're joining from. My name is Nurse Ofela, and I organize periodic live shows like this to get us educated on various profession. I'm a nurse. I'm a Canadian RN, but I take interest in whatever anything information that is quality. You will find me there. It's just a passion I have. So let's put it that way. I'm still waiting for my guest actually, but I'm very sure she's going to join us pretty soon. Somebody's joining us from Nigeria. Can we hear Omolola Toyin? I'm so sorry. Perhaps you're older than I am, and I'm calling your name. It's just because it's the internet and I can't see you and I can only see your name. So apologies for that. I'm going to be calling our names. Can we hear me? If you can hear me, please drop, because I'm using a mic. I usually don't use a mic on my live sessions, but I'm using a mic today. So if you can hear me, let me know with this mic I'm using. You can help me put it in comment section that you can hear me loud and clear. Akinyemi from Nigeria, thank you so much for joining us. Let me just try to prompt my guest, see if she's having any trouble to join. So I'm just telling her that we are waiting for her. So we can thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Francis, thank you so much. Femi, thank you so much. We have a lot of people already in the studio. Thank you so much. Just waiting for my guest. Let me see if she's not having any trouble to join. I think I sent her the link to join already. Okay, she's just trying to change her device. She's going to join us very soon. From Cameroon, thank you so very much, Stella, for joining us from Cameroon. That is very, very commendable. Thank you so very much. I'm just waiting for my guest to join us. She said our device is hanging. She's trying to change it. And once she does that, she can. But we can quickly do some. Are we all pharmacists here? Are you joining for somebody? Are you joining for yourself? Are you pharmacists? I love pharmacists very much, but you people used to show me Pepe in the healthcare system. You people, maybe we need to have this conversation before my guests come on board. We will tell you to bring medication. It will be taking you one year to bring medication. Just supply us medication. We will be on your neck. Why do people do that to us? Every place I work, the pharmacists, they don't deliver medication on time. It's always hectic. They always give me hard time. They always give me hard time on medications. I don't know about, and I'm like, I just read this. We're in the same hospital. It's not like this hospital is, but no, they will start sending you email. Have you checked the cupboard? Have you looked under the crocodile? Have you checked the river? I've checked. I didn't see it. And even if I did not check, should be at the pharmacist. You're supposed to come down and help me. Boy, Ronnie, we're very busy now. You will sit there in the office and be typing. Have you checked? Have you checked? You people should be doing better, farmer. But I love my healthcare personnels. I think we're doing amazing. It's very nice. Thank you so much. Okay, Francis said he's a pharmacist from Nigeria. We're so glad to have you join us today. Thank you very much for joining us. I think it's very amazing that we work in the healthcare system and we are really doing a sacrificial job and all of that. So pretty much she's going to come on now. She's just trying to change her device, my guest. So pretty much from what I know, we really need to. We don't have any sponsorship for pharmacy right now that I know of. So we have to be the one to plan our immigration. She's going to be sharing our immigration journey with us. That's how we're going to start today. And then afterwards, we'll move into practicing here, the exams we need to take. What is the job market looking like? What's the salary looking like? Then guests would ask their questions. They will pretty much, I think my guest is here. And we'll pretty much
I'm so sorry. I had to change my device. I've been here like 15 minutes to prepare myself down. And that's what
sometimes this is happening.
What are you saying now?
I can hear you. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
My camera should be on. Is it on now?
No. It's still black, but we can hear you, but we can't see you. Did you click on your video and when you were logging in, because it's to show you video icon, and I don't know if you did that.
And that was why I even left the other one too. Let
Yeah,
me
because
see
of
how
the
it
video.
felt.
So my guest is here. Her name is Temidayo. She's a provincial pharmacist in Alberta, Canada. And then we're just trying to get her to use our video so that we can start properly.
Can you
That's
see
pretty.
me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 absolutely. I
I'm
can
so
see.
sorry for coming late. I was
Mm.
already here. I had to change my device.
Okay, no worries at all, though, because doing things like this in this abroad,
And this
it's
is
a
my
lot.
first time. So I was here like 30 minutes to setting everything up. But
Even
so
me, that's, I didn't even have to do my makeup this morning. I said, well, I'm coming like that. Yeah, I'm coming like that.
yeah, thank you for the invite. It's a
Yeah,
good
so you're
yeah.
welcome. Thank you so much for honoring the invite. It's always very hard for me to get professionals like this. It's not because they don't want to come, it's because of time.
Yeah, the
Very busy
schedule.
schedule here. You have to plan and plan and plan. And I think we're planning this for over 3 months or 4
Oh
months.
yes, I like oh I'll find time, I'll find time, I'll
And
find
it's just
time.
because I'm not working. Like I'm currently out of work for now. So if I was working, maybe we wouldn't have
You
time.
should be busy.
So we have a lot of people already in the studio. They are waiting to hear from you. We have people from Nigeria, Cameroon, and
Wow, it's
some
been
of them have
impressive.
told me where they are from. But we have a lot of people in the studio. We have close to 20 people already joining us right now.
Sorry
So
for coming late once again.
thank you so much again for coming. So can you introduce yourself to us? Tell us who you are, and when you tell us who you are, tell us how you migrated into Canada. What was your immigration journey like?
Okay. Firstly, before I start, I would say, Ife, thank you for this privilege. It's an honor. Yes, you didn't say, oh, you're just starting your pharmacy journey. I need some more experience for counting me worthy to be on your channel today. Thank you. So my name is Temidayo Adebayo. Temidayo Lakonle. I'm married, but I've not changed my name. So stressful. So I still use the name on my license. So in
Stressful.
case you are seeing me, you're saying that, are you not married? You not change your name. On my license, I'm still using my middle name. So my name is Temida Adebayo, a graduate of, okay, I'm an IPG. So yeah, we call ourselves IPG, International Pharmacist Graduates. Any pharmacist graduate outside Canada, we call ourselves IPG. In case you're already hearing IPG from different people, that's what it means. International Pharmacist Graduate, just as you have IEN, our own is IPG. So I graduated from University of Lagos, the best university in the world. Yeah, so 2015 to 2016 set, I graduated with B Farm. So during that time of graduation, immigration to Canada was not really that serious. People that immigrated were like our senior, not like Canada, everybody's going to UK, going to Canada. So then, just doing your thing. So there are different pathways to coming to Canada as a pharmacist. So I came as my husband is a pharmacist too. He was trained in Lagos also. So he started the journey, the express entry. So he came there, he sponsored me. So I didn't have to do, I still did the evaluation, but I didn't have to do IELTS, any of those. So what I just did was, because I knew that when I come to Canada, I also want to practice. So I still have to take the step. I started with my evaluation. So I did my evaluation, sent my transcript from PCN to them, letter of good standing from PCN to PEBC. So PEBC is an evaluating body, a pharmacist body in Canada. So when you are an IPG, you have to, and you want to practice, like, okay, well, let's say you want to do your evaluation, whether you want to practice in Canada or not. Since you study pharmacy in your country, you still have that, they still have to evaluate your documents. Like it's a professional body. So I still have to send my documents to PEBC. I have to create a NAPRA ID. So I think that total cost about $1,000 there. I think it's still the same fee. So you have to pay and those fee.
Sorry, please. Sorry, please. What did you call that PBC? What was the full meaning?
Pharmacist Evaluating Body of Canada.
Okay. Thank
So the
you.
PEBCs are the ones we send our transcript, letter of good stand from our country to, and also they are the body that are in charge of the exam here. So when you hear PBC exam, like that, the body that are just there to evaluate you to make sure you're fit for the practice. So you have to generate NAPRA ID. That's the first step. So when you generate NAPRA ID and you from the NAPRA ID, you now send your school the NAPRA ID. So they have to use your personal ID. So the ID when the so when I'll just use my own as an example. So I got my NAPRA ID. And then I wanted my letter of good standing from PCN, that's our own body in Nigeria. So I
Okay.
had to send them my NAPRA ID. So that when they are sending letter of good standing, they have to include my ID. So that ID becomes my own name. Anything I want to do, it has to be included in it. So you have to do the NAPRA ID, then send it to your body for them to take letter of good standing and your transcript. So within 6 weeks, your evaluation will be ready. And it's that evaluation you can add to your professional criteria in the express entry to give you your points. So when you evaluate as a pharmacist with PEBC, it gives you a master degree point. So it will not just be like 4-year course, it will give you a master's, yes. So when you see pharmacists in the pool and they're like 470 something, it's because of they are not evaluating us as BSc. It's like a master. They evaluate us as masters.
I've never heard this is very new for me. So
Yes.
if let's say I'm a pharmacist now and I have my bachelor's, B farm, you call it, right?
Yeah.
I'm a B farm. So when I evaluate with PBC,
So let's
PBC,
say you are from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. I
yes,
study pharmacy. You study accounting.
yeah,
What the BSc like? So when I evaluate mine, it won't be counted as BSc, but just will be counted as BSc. Like ours
okay.
is a step higher.
So you definitely get more points
Master's point.
than
Yeah.
I
So
in
when you
the.
see pharmacist in what high points is because they don't evaluate us as BSc.
Oh, then why is every pharmacy not doing the express entry? Because that's what I would do if I know that this is what I can. Because if
No,
you
no,
get
no,
more
we do,
points,
we do. So, because if you yes, most pharmacists, when you ask them about their score, their CRS, they are between 460 and 4 something something.
mhm.
Yes. So that one give us higher points than the regular people.
Oh
Because
wow.
for 4-year degrees, you still have maybe like okay, add your masters or something, but we don't need to add any of those. You
Mhm.
just have to make sure that in our IELTS we get a higher point.
Oh wow, this is
Yeah.
really good for pharmacists then.
Yes. And
Okay.
also, okay, we finished after 5 years we graduate. Our internship 1 year, NYC is another year. It's counted. And maybe you now have to maybe you now work after NYC 1 year, 3 years. So it's a bonus for us. Immediately after your NYC, you've already accumulated all your points together. Others might not use NYC as work experience, but we do internship, work experience, and then maybe 1 year post NYC is still part of it. So 3 years like that, we've gotten it. So that's like the process. So my husband sponsored me. We started the process in January. Yeah, after our wedding, he sponsored me January, and by July, I already got my COPR, and then September I traveled. So that's my own journey on to Canada.
Thank you so very much for sharing that. I hope we are taking notes because me, I've never heard. I didn't know that pharmacy have this
Yes, I'm
advantage.
sure most of us are aware.
I never
Yeah,
knew pharmacy had this advantage. But I'm very sure some people that will still watch this live or maybe are currently watching will also be hearing this for the first time because a lot of people,
sure. Yeah.
functions, we keep learning every day.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
hope we are taking notes. And so we're going to be moving to the next question. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So let's talk about the licensure pathway now as for pharmacy. For nursing, it's kind of very tedious. Like it's getting better for us actually, but it was very tedious when I came in as a nurse. So I want to know what the pharmacy licensure pathway looks like. I'm a fresh pharmacy from Nigeria. I don't know what to do, and I want to practice here because, of course, pharmacy is a very good profession. Why should I want to leave my pharmacy profession to go and start as a driver or something here? So
Oh,
what do we need to do? And does it have because for nursing the school that you finished from also have an impact on your what is it called now, on your licensure here, your school, the kind of degree, we will have different things, but the school you finish. So I don't know, for pharmacy, does your school have an impact? Does your country have an impact? For nursing here, your country have an impact. Like if you finish from Cameroon, Ghana, we need to your own licensure pathway might be a bit, you need a lot of mentorship. But if you're from Nigeria, UK, USA, and all of that, it's more. Yeah, I want
uh,
to know things like
thank
that for
you.
pharmacists.
Okay, so I totally get your point. So
Yeah,
I don't
somebody is
know much.
asking January of what year did you move? That would be, I think you mentioned that
My wedding was January 2021.
so you
Yes,
moved.
2021. So I moved September.
Okay,
So it's
you
just like
started
I
in
think
January.
yeah, so I submitted my document, my husband landed. That was February. And July, I already got everything ready. So I had to book my flight. Then I landed September.
I think that spousal sponsorship is because for me too, it was fast. We started my process after our wedding around June or thereabout. Before I finished internship, maybe maybe before June actually we started, but because of our course wedding and all that. But it took us maybe less than 6 months. I already
Yeah,
got
most
in
of us some person like
I already
5 months.
got in my less than 6 months. That's as fast
Yeah.
as possible.
So it now
But
depends also. It now depends on where they send your document to. Because I have a friend also, not a pharmacist though. Our own took longer, maybe about 15 months. So it depends on the individual. And I had
okay.
someone also, another friend that was like within that 5 to 6 months. So, and I don't know how short it is or how long it is again now, post COVID. So yeah, the question you asked, the first step for wherever you are coming is that PEBC evaluation. PEBC evaluation, and the website is NAPRA. You just tap NAPRA. That's like the first step. So for Nigerian pharmacists, you do evaluation. I don't know about cause yes, because even in Nigerian pharmacy, like when you study in Cameroon, there's no particular school. Even you know like those even PCN, our body in Nigeria does not accept that certificate. So and I'm sure PBC also would not accept some certificates of some schools. That is why we do evaluation. So it's from that evaluation. I think everybody can do evaluation. So it is not after the evaluation you now get your result. Or your result is not equivalent to Canadian degree. So then you cannot proceed. So I'm sure some schools too, maybe like you said, Cameroon, the all this one that we do maybe summer school, summer clinic, or that's not like complete like the normal 4 5 years, right? So those ones, and also for the exam, so everybody can evaluate. So when you now evaluate based on your results, you now know okay, I can actually proceed with my pharmacy degree, or no, Canada does not accept this. And there are some schools. So let's say you study from US, UK, Australia. The first exam, okay, maybe we still get there, sha, but everybody can evaluate. But
So
it's not
sorry, the
PBC that
evaluation is with PEBC, right? Is that
yeah,
what
PEBC.
okay.
Yes, but the first website you will go is NAPRA, NAPRA. So to generate your NAPRA ID, that's the first step. Things about 300 something dollars. So everybody can evaluate. It's PBC that will not decide that oh you cannot evaluate from your school, but you still submit your document. But Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, I'm sure they can because some of my reading partners come from those countries too. Okay.
Is that all about the licensure process? You
Oh,
said
okay. So I'm just talking about the first step. So for the licensure, okay, you've been evaluated, you now came to Canada, like, okay, I want to practice. So there are 3 stages of the exam. The first one is the evaluation exam. And then they do it between there's January on, we have June, and okay, so January, March, and June. They just included the March this year. So before it's usually March and June. So January, March, and June. That's the first step. So for that exam, I think the exam has a pass mark. This pass mark is 60. So you have to get that 60% in the exam, and the exam is about 200 in total. So yeah. So after passing your evaluating exam, you can now proceed to the second and third one. So for the exam, you can do the two together, second and third one together. So the second one is called MCQ, and the third one is called OSCE. So the second one, the MCQ, is also an MCQ exam like ABCD, about 200 questions for 4.5 hours. And the OSCE, like just like the nursing OSCE too, is like one-on-one interview with your patient and health practitioner. It could be the nurse, it could be the doctor, and then there'll be an assessor behind you grading you. So that's one is like one-on-one interview. So just like the way nurses do their own OSCE too. So those are the 3 stages of the exam. And so for the second one, let's say, okay, I passed my first one and I think I'm so intelligent. I want to do my second and third together. It's allowed. It depends on your how you want to do it. So for the second and third one, if you do the second and third one together and you fail the two. So if the person fails the two, you won't be able to do the third one again until you pass the second one. You get?
no, I'm
So
fine.
like let's say you do the MCQ
Hmm.
and you do the OSCE and then
Yeah.
you fail the two.
Okay.
So you have to go back to that second one, the MCQ first, before you can
Okay.
attempt the third one, the
Oh,
OSCE.
okay. I get it now. But you'll have passed your evaluating exam
That
first.
one, yeah. If you don't pass, you can never proceed to either of the two.
Proceed
And
to
let's say you practice some people, so let's say you pass the first one and you now think, I'm hearing the gist about the second one that's really hard, I'm not ready for it. You can proceed to the third one
oh,
without
okay. So if I pass my evaluating exam, I can actually do my OSCE before my MCQ.
yeah, so depending on what you want to do. And like I said, you now move from the evaluating exam to the OSCE, and the person does not pass. You can't do the OSCE again until you pass the MCQ.
Oh, okay.
So and also for the exams, we have 3 attempts. So
For
first
each
one you
of
know
them.
pass for each of them. First one you know pass, second one you know pass, third one you know pass. And like you're already on the third attempt, you didn't pass. What next? So you have to write letter to the panel for them to grant you the fourth attempt. And before you can write that MCQ on the fourth attempt, you have to do like 600 hours of. You have to work in the pharmacy for 600 hours before they can now accept your plea to register for the fourth one. Yeah.
And that fourth will probably be the final. Because I don't
That's
think
like the final. There's no grace again. You can never come back again to do anything.
there's no
Yeah.
grace. So if the person writes so this exam, there are 3 attempts for each of them. So if the person fails
Mm-hmm.
all 3, they have to do
Like
6 hours as a pharmacy. Is it as an intern or what would it be?
no, not anything. Like you're just there to just apply, like to have knowledge about the pharmacy practice. Maybe that one, the thing that maybe that one's going to help you also to pass the exam. Like maybe already in the pharmacy, you already sell the thing in. Maybe it will help you, boost you to pass the exam. But
Oh,
after then, you'll be able to practice. I think this is like I don't know if she's the one, but I think this name sounds
I
familiar.
think so. Yeah.
So that's it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting conversation. It's a discovery.
So for this pharmacy journey, like you know my story, right? If you come to Canada, I want to practice as pharmacist. If you are not really determined, one wind will blow you, you will go. One wind will like what I mean by wind, like maybe you attempt the first one and then you didn't pass. And like, oh, I cannot die, I cannot. I have some friends that when we started, like she did the first one, she didn't pass, she left. Like, I'm not doing it again, and they won't come back again. That's some people don't have the mind. But if you know that, like, I want to practice, I cannot keep collecting this $20 per hour. Like, I want to practice as a pharmacist in Canada. No, 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 honestly, that want to encourage you that I cannot keep on doing like this.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. Maybe the first attempt did not pass. No shame there. Second attempt did not pass. No shame there. But make sure that you shall pass it. Honestly.
If you are okay with it, can you share your story with us, like your exam journey? How was it like for you when you're preparing for this exam?
Oh, my exam journey, honestly. I cried, code, everything. So for the first one, EE, when I came to Canada, I'm like, I'm not talking about the evaluation. Maybe you just landed Canada. Don't watch the exam. There's no point. Like I just came. Okay, I landed September, January. I'm like, I'm not ready for the exam, so I left. I didn't write it. I wrote for June. I didn't pass it. And I know I said it was 60% for the first one. So you know that okay, maybe it was just small mistake. This will they'll not send you your grade. So for the grade we have F0. F0 means maybe you are between 50, 55, and 59. Like 59 and like you are the first batch of people that did not pass. Then F1, maybe F2, F3, X like that. So for the evaluating exam, it's like the simplest exam. Simplest exam, like 60, 100, 200 questions, but it's not really in depth. Maybe just something like maybe something that we've already done in pharmacy school back home. And then the MCQ exam, that's like the toughest. It's really in depth. You have to use so many references, so many tutorials, and the importance of group study. So for the MCQ too, the first time, okay, when I after passing my EA, so I was pregnant. I gave birth June, and then I got the exam November. I think that was one of the mistakes I made. Like postpartum stress and everything. I just went to write the exam like that. So I didn't pass. So I just left it like, okay, whenever I'm ready, I'll come back to it. So I came back to it again, and then that second one. So one thing about this exam, you can never be too sure. So okay, yeah, for the second exam, the MCQ, there's no cutoff mark. So let's say they want 1,200 students, like 1,200 students to pass, and they will first pick from their student. Let's say in their student all over Canada, maybe we have like 900 students from them, and all the 900 pass. and they said they need 1,200. So the remaining 300 will be from the IPGs. And different people, some people get 100%, 99%, 80%. So whenever that cutoff stops, that's where they will stop it. So you don't even know the criteria. Maybe it's 90%, 80%, but anything you don't even want to know. Your own is to just see your name on the list. So that one too, I don't know. They said I had F0. Honestly, the exam was really simple. I'm sure I got everything, but maybe some people now got 100%. Maybe me and I got like 85%. So in this exam, it's not like you don't know it. Maybe some people got everything, and maybe like, let's say 100% got 95%, and then you now got 90%. 90% is not fail. It's pass, but because they already have the number they wanted, so that's gone. So I'm like, okay, these people want to kill me. I said I was not going to do MCQ again. I left it. I went for OSCE. OSCE. OSCE was good. I passed OSCE, and then I came back to MCQ and I passed it. So that was how my own journey was. So I knew the journey. Some days I would cry, some days I would be tired, but I never gave up. Okay, so for that MCQ, maybe when I see that I didn't pass, okay, I have to start again though. You will not join a new set of people. My sisters, my brother, there's nothing to be shy about, honestly. That, I don't want to join the new people. They'll be looking at me that I've not passed. In this journey, it's until you see your own result, you cannot even mock anybody. So just do your thing, pray to God, read well. Sometimes like 20 hours in a day, my reading. I have different study partners. So this PEBC journey is different for everyone. I have a friend that she wrote EE the first time she didn't pass. She wrote it again and then she passed. Second one, third one, she didn't fail, then she passed them once. So does not mean because you failed EE, you won't pass every other one at the first attempt. So, and also, let's say you're still in Nigeria, I will encourage anyone in Nigeria to write their first and second exam before coming. I can't hear you.
Somebody just asked. I was waiting for you to say it. They said in Nigeria. Okay. So they can write it in Nigeria. Like it's
Yes.
Virtual exam or in person.
Oh yeah, so for the exam, even here we do virtually or we do remote. So you can write. Well, I actually prefer to write in the center. I don't want to just story that my network. But if you have network issues at home, they can reschedule you after everyone is done with the exam. Yeah. So for Nigeria, I would recommend that. Okay, if you know that you're already in the pool, you're already in the expert entry pool, and you know that by God's grace, that you usually come to Canada. Start your journey. Do first one, do second one, and then come and write your skill here. Because let's say you're in Canada here, then you come, you have children. Yeah, there's no support. As you're going to work, you have children and you're reading. It's really stressful. And Nigeria, we have so many support systems. Your parents are there, your neighbors to help you carry your children when you're reading. If you can pass the first one and the second one in Nigeria, wherever you're coming from, and come here, maybe like you're not landed, and then you do your third one. So you don't even have to do any menial job. You don't even have to stress yourself. As you came, I will not advise you to work. Just stay for that period, maybe like 4 or 5 months. Read for your ski pass. You're already earning that big money. I have a friend too. She was already in the pool, so she started the journey. Like, okay, then you do think. I said, please start. She wrote the EE, she did not pass. She carried herself again. She wrote it, she passed. She wrote the MCQ, she did not pass. So she was like, oh, okay. And then after that MCQ that she did not pass, she got her COP and to come to Canada. Then she now called me that, do you think it's right for me to come to Canada? I said, no, don't come to Canada yet. Write your MCQ, pass it before coming. Imagine having like 3 children and then you come to this place, you are a new immigrant, you are trying to get a job, you are trying to read. It's really going to be much for you. Then she wrote the MCQ, so she passed. Even before the result came out, immediately after the exam, she booked her flight, she came to Canada. When the result came out, she passed. So now when she landed, she just stayed and then wrote her OSCE. By the way, this week is even PEBC exam. So in case you know anybody, just ask them how the exam went. Yeah. So even today, they're writing OSCE today. So I would just encourage. I have 2 friends that did like that, even 3, and they came here to write the OSCE. So the body will not be too much for you. You've already done the majority there, and they are coming to Canada. When you even come after your exam, you will start as a professional. Not everybody comes to Canada and start practicing as a professional, but even like you've already done 2 of your exams and you just come here, it will be really It will make it easier for you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. It's it's getting intense for me. I don't know about the audience. I think everybody is quiet and they are all listening. So I was gonna ask, so yours, so how many months did it take you from when you landed in Canada to when you started practice? How many months?
So
Or
that's
years?
why I said this exam is a journey, honestly. So, as I'm giving my own example, I have a friend. January exam, write it down. She got EE, bing, 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 like couple of them. She passed. So one thing we do is, I said okay for the exam before was January for EE, and MCQ was you can do MCQ in May, MCQ and OSCE in May, and then the next one is November. But now they've already added some day. So then she did the EE. Result came out February, and she finished with like 4 point something when we were in school. So she was like, I don't want to wait. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. My sister go for it. Me, I always encourage people to go for things they know they can do. So I will wait till November. So for the January own, the result came out February. She just said herself, wrote the May MCQ, and she passed. May result came out July. I passed though. OSCE is not serious. I can do it again. Da, 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 da. She wrote MCQ. She wrote OSCE in November. My sister, she passed. So it took her about 1 year for all the exams, and she passed. And I have someone also wrote the exam, wrote the EE, and then wrote the MCQ and the OSCE together, and she passed the two within 9 months or 6 months. She finished all the exam. So you know your capability, you know how much you can take, you know your strength. If you can do it within a year, you can do it. People are doing it, and some people it's taking them 3 4 years 5 years, and at the end they'll still get their license. So just know what works for you. If you know you can do it, oh, I'm not married, I don't have any children yet, and my work is not, I'm working from home, you can do it. It's doable. Just get the right support system, right tutorial group, right friends, then you can do it. Yeah.
He's asking a question here. Are there centers in Nigeria to write these exams? I think
Yes,
she
just their centers. So those my friends, so they go from the centers and some like go from home. Just like the way we write IELTS,
yeah.
their centers. Yes. So, but the centers we work with our time zone, but you get centers. I think most of them are in Lekki,
Okay,
Keja,
Canadian time zone or Nigerian time zones?
Canada time zone. So that the person that the proctor that will be checking them to we have to. But yeah, you can write in any part of the world. The
She's
first
also
and the first and the second. What?
she's asking for the cost as well for both exam. That's
Yeah.
the evaluating
Okay. So for the evaluating exam, so the exam is not usual. The exam is not really the cost of the exam is not really the main thing. The main thing and the tutorial, because when you pay for the exam, they just give you syllabus like go and read this. How do you want to read? It's those tutorials. Those tutorials are even more expensive than the exam. So for the evaluating exam, it is 899 card. So yeah, let's say about 900. Yes. And the second one, the MCQ, is about same price, 900 also. And then the third one, the OSCE, is about 1,850. Yes.
what did you call the second exam? I think I lost that.
It's also 900, like
Okay.
899, 900, that kind of 950. And then the third one is 1,850. So almost 2,000. So aside paying those ones, you still have to pay for tutorial. And tutorial is like about 1,700. MCQ also 1,700. I think MCQ more expensive. That's about, let's say, just budget like 1,900, yeah. And then the OSCE exams too, 1,009 too. So the exam fee are not really the problem, it's the tutorial. And sometimes you might want to use, so let's say you already applied for one exam, you did not pass. Your second attempt, you want to gather as much tutorial as you can.
So I can spend like $2,000 on one tutorial.
Yes.
I did a tutorial like that too for my it's actually very expensive for professionals when we are transitioning to, because I know that I spent over $10,000 when I was before I could become
Yeah.
an RN. So it's very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Very expensive. But of course we'll make the money back as we, get our grind here.
Yeah.
So
So for
it's
someone changing naira to card, maybe on the high side, but still just if you have it, just use it. Like
Mhm.
you are buying yourself time before coming to Canada. So
Yeah.
like me, I have not done my exam in Nigeria. So I did it in a period of 2 to 3 years. So let's say, and within that 2 to 3 years, I have to work, family, pay bills, and then. But if you can do it in Nigeria, when you just come here in less than 6 months, you will be licensed. If you just come only for the OSCE, so it saves you time too.
Honestly, this is the best advice because this is what I tell nurses too. If whatever you can start it there. Because in
Yeah.
Nigeria, I can even go and say all my 3 children or 2 children or 5 children that I or 10
Yes, some of my friends, she told me that they
two
were
weeks.
their grandma, so it was even easier for her to
You
read
will
and
house them and you
everything.
will have your own house. Even your husband will understand. It's not
And
like
in Nigeria now, your pharmacy, I actually worked before coming. Your pharmacist, they are the one that has mouth. Why they read? You can also get the material on your laptop, the computer you are reading. As I even read it for the exam, you're even boosting your knowledge as a pharmacist in Nigeria too.
yeah, because when you come here, it's very tedious to get help. You're looking
Yeah.
at people who want to
And
put
let's say now I'm paying for
there.
exam. Because when I come here, I'm paying exam 900 and tutorial that's like almost 2005 for someone that is on minimum wage. That's like my salary for that month. So some people when they come, they take a break like 1 year so they can gather that money. I don't blame them because the exams are expensive. So and writing the exam, you have to take like maybe 1 month leave from work to be able to read. So that's the part of it.
Hmm.
So if you can do it from Nigeria, if it's to go to first bank account borrow money, go. You are buying yourself time. But I'm not saying that do it from Nigeria if you have not entered the pool. Oh.
Exactly, yeah.
Please.
You need your
So
immigration.
I have one person I studied with too. When I did that second one, she was so intelligent. Everybody always go to her. She's still in Nigeria. I don't know if she's still in Nigeria, but she's elderly, but she's very intelligent. So she passed the MCQ. How far now, Oski? I don't worry now. Before Oski, I'll get my PR, COPR. So she passed MCQ. She paid for exam, Oski exam, paid for tutorial. Oh yeah, are you in Canada? And I said no. She was unable to get a COPR. Even visitors visa, she was unable to get. But she shall know that one day I will get, and I'll just come and write my Oski. So it's not like for people that have not even entered the pool, now start going and writing the exam. It doesn't make sense. But if you know that you're already like, okay, my CRS is 469 and I've been seeing 470, oh, I'm almost close. So that's another thing.
Very, very important. I think for professionals like us, it is very hard. Like, because this is what I advise nurses to do too. You don't start your process without a streamlined.
Yeah, so
You will just be paying license fee, and the renewal is $600. Now they usually do like a reimbursement for us, and that is because they just started reimbursement. They were not reimbursing me before. I just pay and that's it. But they will not reimburse you. Like, reimburse you.
yeah.
Government also want to pay you back, but they want to pay for them before they can pay you back. It's just pretty much
Yeah, some provinces also they pay back. I think in Manitoba, my friend that got exam from Manitoba, they paid all his fees back. Because they
mm,
know that when you start working, they'll remove from your tax. So yeah.
yes. Thank you so very much. This has been an eye opener for me, even me as well. So let's move to the next question. If you have question, you can
Yes, maybe question from the first two that we've
yes.
already spoken about so that we can just attend to it at once.
Let me quickly see. So, is there a community in Nigeria for people wanting to take the exam? Can you advise on how to go about studying? Okay, like
Oh
for me.
yes, so we have for the exam, so many Nigerians come together and a few African people join us on our WhatsApp group for the class. There's people from Nigeria because of the different time zone. Most classes here we do them 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. MST. In Nigeria, it will be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So they have another separate Nigeria group. Like different communities. Some people they'll do from Nigeria, but some people like think that people in Nigeria are not serious. They want to still come and join the Canada group if they can wake up. That woman I was talking about, she joined us in Canada. She did the Canada group. She was always waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. She would join us for the class. So either any group you find that's convenient for you that will not affect your work. Like okay, you woke up 2 a.m. to 4 p.m. and you're going to work the following day. But and if it's also Nigerian group, oh, the Nigerian group, and they are serious very well, they know what they are doing. Like you are seeing results, stay with them. So anyone that works for you. So there's Nigerian, there's Canada. We have Nigerian group, we have Canada group based on different time zone.
Somebody wants to join this group. Is there a way that you can help them or something? I don't know.
Oh, so for now, most of my friends have passed the evaluation EE stage. But for the MCQ, I have a couple of people writing MCQ now, and I can also ask around. Maybe when I get the link, they can just message you. If I get, I'll drop to you. I'll drop it with you. So for the MCQ link, yeah, I have people writing in Canada, so maybe they can also want writing. But just most people now writing in Canada, sha. But if you can get the Canada group too, just sacrifice it. And me just like, okay, I'm waking up between 2 a.m. and then to 5 p.m. I'll do my class and then read. It's like extra bonus for you too. So if you can do it, if I can get the Canadian group, yes, for the
Okay, thank
but
you
the
so very
Nigerian one, I'm not sure again because I don't think I have many people in Nigeria again.
Okay, thank you so much. So
Yeah.
please, if you are just joining, I want us to please like the live. So as in just click the like button so that YouTube can show this live to more people that really needs it. If you're just joining, you just like the live. It's very important that as you join, you just click the like button so that YouTube can. That's how YouTube knows that oh, this program is going on, finding their finding value in it. Because if you don't like it, YouTube just see it as the program is not adding value to anybody. So why should they promote it? So that will help us. So we're moving to the next question now. So for nurses, if I'm licensed in Alberta right now, for example, I'm licensed in two provinces right now, Alberta and British Columbia. Sorry, and New Brunswick. That does not make me give me the ability to practice in other province. Is it like that for pharmacy? Not like I can't practice in every other province, but I cannot just jump there and say I am a nurse in Alberta. Take me, give me job. I have to go through their own process there. I'm not writing any exam. I'm going to do documentations. I'm going to get their own license, pay, and all that. So is it like that for pharmacy, or if you're a pharmacy in Alberta, you can practice everywhere in Canada?
Okay, so for that question, if you're a pharmacist in Alberta, you can practice anywhere, but you have to write the jurisprudence exam. Yes, so let's talk. I've already done my internship in Alberta. I've already done all the everything. I've written my IELTS. I've submitted all my document. I'm now a provincial pharmacist. I'm a pharmacist in Alberta. Oh, I want to go to New Brunswick. What do I do here? I have to write the jurisprudence exam. That's the only thing I need. So yeah, you can practice anywhere, but you have to write the jurisprudence exam, submit your document and everything. So you don't have to start over again, like writing IELTS, writing this, but the jurisprudence. Different province we have different law. So you have to read their law and pass their law exam there too.
Okay, it's very as well. And
So
for some of us that are on this live show, if you are looking at what is the immigration pathway I want to employ, we have the immigration program coming up 22nd of November. So we have Waka Waka Doctor. I think a lot of people should know Waka Waka Doctor. And if you don't know him, just Google Waka Waka Doctor. You see so many things about him. We have Waka Waka Doctor joining us November 22nd. It's 3 days. And then we have study abroad pathway information as well. We have a consultant in Canada joining us. So if you're looking, I'm looking for immigration pathway, I don't know what to really do and all of that, you can join us for our immigration program. It's very affordable for everybody. It's not free, but affordable. You can come to my DM to ask for the link later so that you can join if you're interested.
and also yeah, like the immigration pathway. So just like you said, if you know, okay, you've already done your IELTS, you got experience, everything, you already have them, just stay in the pool. Because I think a few months ago, Ontario nomination, most of my classmates then they got Ontario nomination, even though they didn't make the general one for this the regular CRS. But Ontario just went to the pool. And it was like magic. Everybody, I'm going to Ontario because they were just there. The CRS, they don't have the right CRS, but Ontario just when they pick them. So when you have everything, just stay there. Just put your document, everything, just stay there. If like anything you want to add later, be adding it. But a promise might just come that, oh, today we need pharmacists, so let's just give them a low score, maybe 460, and then you'll be lucky. So on that thing.
So as per the link, once she lets me have it, so what we can do is that I'm not always on YouTube because I cannot but I'm always on my Instagram or my TikTok, something like, but most times my Instagram is always my go-to. Like I think I do more on that Instagram and maybe my TikTok. So you can follow me on Instagram at Ofela is my Instagram handle. So that whenever I get the link from her, I'll put it on my story. I will not put it on as a major post. Or I might, because if I put it as a major post, you're not able to tap the link. So there is no point. I usually like being productive with any of my posts. So on the story, you can tap it, you can join, you can interact. So if you would think we really need these things, best for you to follow on my Instagram, and because of course I will post it there. Once I get it from her, I will surely post it there. I don't have any reason to not post it. So that's what we can do. I'll put my Instagram and do now so that we can see that.
And okay, just to add again, maybe anyone that wants to start reading for the evaluating exam, I'll just go to my laptop if I have any of the materials that is unpaid for that they can start reading for. And even while they read for it now, it can also help them with their practice in Nigeria. So, firstly, even before writing that, before applying for the exam, I would just recommend get the materials. Read for like 6 months. I know that okay, am I sure I want to do this? Because the tutorial, once you pay for the tutorial, it expires after 1 year. So if you can get something that is unpaid, that can just be okay, I'm not ready for the exam, but I just want to like prepare myself. Having left school 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, to start reading again might be a bit stressful. But once you just get something like work on your own pace, like okay, maybe I think for the evaluating exam we have about 100 topics. There's a tutorial that is Miss Bar, so you arrange them like chapter one, chapter two, have about 100 topics. You can just say, okay, in a week I want to read 2 topics on my own, or maybe 3 topics. You know that okay, I can just use this one to just get myself ready. And then when you now pay for the exams and the tutorial, you already know that okay, this one I'm no longer playing. If I can send the unpaid material for just people to start going through, yeah, I'll just check.
Okay, thank you so very much. Yes, so did you answer? You answered this question on platform, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing it. So for the OSCE and the MCQ, I don't know if it's like right to be calling their names. So there are different tutorials. We have the Pharma Chief, we have the Mizba, we have the Pharma Spirit, we have Solar Rest, quite a number of them. My sister, my brothers, I used everything. Because MCQ, you're not playing, you're not taking chances. So that you're not going to be reading for 90%, and someone is like, oh, everybody that getting 100. That's why it's good. Have friends. Have friends. So that all of them, all the tutorials are good. Let me not talk. We're on air. All the tutorials are good. But I use more than one. Like for my MCQ, the last one I passed, I used Pharma Chief, I used Mizba, I used Pharma Gate, I used Pharma Spirit. And you will learn different things from all of them. But for the MCQ, the general one is the CPS. CPS, Compendium of Pharmaceutical Specialties. Even in practice, we still use it. So that CPS is free. If you have a link for it, it's free, but it's also paid for. The CPS is just like our reference book, and then the topics are also there. But you can't use CPS for EE. It will be like you are doing too much. EE is not in depth, but the MCQ and the OSCE, you can use the CPS.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. So I already pinned something here for the information that we need. So once I get it, I will surely update my Instagram and my Instagram channel as well. Because for channel is that you can access that information even years after. But for Instagram stories, it'll be after 24 hours. So for my somebody said I should update my YouTube description. I will try that as well. YouTube is not very rewarding for what is it called? For
Or
content creators that are just, so sometimes when you look at the work you have to put in, and this life now, they can come and tell you what they are paying is maybe $2 or $1. Angry. You'll be very angry now. What is all this thing that's so? But I will just keep trying it, because at the end of the day, it's not this one that would pay my rent or pay my mortgage or
you are
anything.
rich now. I know. All right.
It's not that, it's not about that. It's just that people will find information, and they will
Yeah,
not. Because
useful.
when me, I came into Canada as a nurse, I didn't see any information. So it was really painful for me when I check YouTube, I check there is nobody talking about this thing. So that's why, like, okay, when me I have time to
So I just have one question. I think Uche was asking about MCQ and OSCE. Uche, sorry, is it Uche? Ellen,
yeah, this
have
one.
you done EE? Maybe, have you done EE?
So Ellen, have you done EE? That's my namesake. Have you done EE?
So
The
maybe
evaluation.
if I want to write EE, she can just maybe message you and then materials.
Okay, if you have done EE, you can
Just
message
message.
me, and then I'll get materials from her for you. That's for
Okay.
Ellen if you have done EE. So let us dive into the job market now. What is the accessibility like for job? Because for nurses, they ask us for Canadian experience. They bother us about is so annoying. Like the fact that you ask me to come for interview and then I come and they ask me about Canadian experience. Did you see it on my CV resume that I don't have Canadian experience? It was very annoying for me when I was job hunting. So I don't know
This,
if
before I go to this question, can I just like use 1 or 2 minutes to go back to the previous question?
yeah,
So
sure.
regarding licensing, so because me, I'm in a better, and because I didn't pass my MCQ at my first attempt, I have to do bridging. So Alberta,
Wow.
Ontario, yeah, and the bridging is about 15K.
Wait. So if you don't, but I thought you
So
said
if you don't pass your MCQ once, if you don't pass your OSCE once, let's say you pass your MCQ once, like me, I passed my OSCE once, but I didn't pass MCQ once, I have to do bridging Alberta.
so. But I thought you said we have 3 attempts for each exams.
Yeah, attempt is like you are still writing, but you shall pass. When you shall pass it, you still come and do that bridging. So for me, because I didn't pass, so I'm supposed to do bridging and internship here. I wanted to go to New Brunswick. Yeah, I got so many offers, but I didn't really like the offer. So let's say I'm in Alberta now.
Mhm.
To get my license, I have to do bridging, which is 15K. But let's say, okay, I don't want to spend that 15K. Let me go to another province. Yes, Manitoba, you just do 4 months internship, you will not do bridging. Go to New Brunswick, you just do 2 months internship and for 1 month pays, you don't do bridging. But Alberta and Ontario, you have to do bridging in those provinces. So if you did not pass, but you are able to relocate, you can go there and go. And after you relocate, after doing your internship, you can come back. So the offer I got was that after my internship, they want me to stay there for 1 to 2 years. I'm sorry, I have family, I have house here. I can't just leave everything and go. If it was even 6 months, I can even go. So that's another option. You don't have to stay and do the bridging. You can go and then come back. So that's just by the way.
So how many months you did the bridging, right?
I'm doing the bridging, yeah. The
How many
bridging
months
for
did you do?
Ontario, it's 6 months. They have two
Who is in
terms.
my studio? Did
But
you
for
oh,
Alberta,
your link? Did you send it to anybody? Your link. I think gave you your own personal link. Maybe because somebody's in my studio, but I don't know. I think the person left. So you did.
okay, so I use my husband's laptop, so I sent it to his WhatsApp.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
sorry about that.
No, no, no worries. I'm just asking. I need to add the person before they can.
Yes, no, it
So
was the
you
laptop.
did the bridging, right?
I'm doing the bridging now, and it's 15. Like
The
so,
bridging right now.
every term is 4-5 for 3 terms. But Ontario is 6-5 for 2 terms. So the Ontario is compressed. Ontario is September to March, and then and okay, so Ontario is just 6 months. Our own is 9 months.
And do you
So
think that there are loans, government loans,
yes,
something?
yes. So we get, I actually use loan, but I don't think I want to use loan again. As per I've started internship now, there's money, but I've already applied for I've already applied for the loan. So they gave me the one for the for first term. They gave me 5K, but the interest is quite low, so it's good. And you pay for over 3 years. So for the January school fees, they will send it to me December, but I'm actually declining because I've already started working. I might not need it, but I might still collect it. So it depends on how we want it. Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
13.5. Yeah, 34.5 for 3 terms, 13.5. And you want to still write IELTS, you want to do this one. So the bank will just give you 15K. Yeah.
Mm.
But Ontario, yeah, it's 13.5 too, and you still want to do miscellaneous. So just collect the money in the bank will give you, pay later. But other province, those one are enjoying. You don't need to do the bridging.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody says the bridging after you pass the exam.
So for the bridging, there's no route to it. In my bridging class, we have some people. They they, they just go to what okay. The criteria for the bridging is that you have to submit your evaluating result. You must have passed the evaluation, right? So you now decide that I'm not sure I can pass MCQ once. I'm not sure I can pass OSCE once. You've not even attempted it though, but you think you cannot pass. You can still do the bridging. So after EE, you can do bridging. You can do bridging. And they will need for Alberta, you submit your transcript. I have to apply for my transcript to Unilag and my evaluating results and my IELTS results. So those are the IELTS results. And even that maybe your express entry, the IELTS result is expired. Just write letter of good standard that in my school they taught us in English. This one just write letter, they will accept you. But either way, you still need the IELTS for your for internship to register with the province. So
So once I do not pass my MCQ or OSCE at the first attempt, I must do that bridging.
or you go to somewhere that they don't do it, so you can migrate.
Oh, you can, yes. But that place that they don't do, they would put, is it not, what do you call it? Is it internship we called it?
Yeah, they call it internship and PACE. So for New Brunswick, you just do 8 weeks of internship and 4 weeks of PACE. PACE is like they want to assess what I've done. Like, am I fit to enter the profession? And PEI is just 2 weeks of 8 weeks of internship. So
Okay, you know
Manitoba
what
is
I
four
want us to
months
try to do now? Are we able to group like this province that you must do that bridging? There's no way you can,
Alberta,
and the ones
Alberta.
that mustn't do the bridging
So Alberta,
or bridging,
Ontario, and BC.
you must do the bridging.
You must do.
Okay.
So any of that, when those ones are smaller village, they need people, so they're not even stressing. So it's easier for them to just pick you, and then you have to come here you have to stay 1 to 2 years. So because they know that people in Ontario and Alberta are running to their province, they're not making it so strict that they'll tell you that after your internship, you have to sign with them that you will stay with them 1 to 2 years. You understand? So if you cannot sign, they will not pick you. But if you can sign, immediately you go and start within 10 weeks, 12 weeks of passing your exam, you've gotten your license. And if not that after 1 year, you want to run back here, you're allowed. But for a worker, you have to do your bridging. So yeah.
Hmm. Somebody is asking, said after the internship in another province, can you return to Alberta and practice as licensed pharmacist?
Yes. So after getting your license in another province and you want to come back to Alberta, you have to just submit the license of that province and you have to write the jurisprudent exam. So yeah, before I started my internship also, I took the jurisprudent exam. And you have to pass, and it is 70%. You have to pass before you can practice. So yeah.
Thank you so very much. Like I said, I didn't know about pharmacy also do vision program. I'm just discovering a lot of things like
Yeah.
similar, even with nurses, because nurses too. But also we can also boycott it and not do the bridge. A lot of ways to. That is why you need programs like this. You need information. Otherwise, you will spend money and waste money. That's the one that pains me the most. The fact that you can access this information, but people just want the information. They want to just go and be doing whatever is in their head. Then they waste money. Honestly, this money are not. It's not easy to come by. You're just wasting money because you're not putting into getting information. Where were we? Okay, we're talking about job.
Okay, so job. Okay, yeah.
That
So
what
for job, like
what
I so once you pass your exam, so I'll just myself an example. So when I passed my exam and everything, so people will know that the result has come out. On LinkedIn, they now start posting. Congratulations to the people that have just passed their exam. We are open to, you can work with us, you can message us, you can reach out to us. From shoppers, Excel, different companies, now start saying
they,
congratulations.
they will be posting for you. Not see
In that same week, we now start posting congratulations, this one, that one, this one, that one. While you now message them. So it is now you. I will not be saying you don't like the offer. I like the offer. I don't like the
hey,
offer.
I wish nurses is like
You,
that.
know,
Oh,
you don't have to rush because they'll still come. So that's it. Well, I've already passed on my exam and they need me. I need them, but they need me more. So when they
oh
now
wow.
come to you, those one be careful. Like in Alberta, those that not came, when they now message, they now came to me. They were not saying, "Do I want to go to Slave Lake? Do I want to go to River Niger?" But I said no. I wanted meeting. So they will come. They will surely come. But you now know that okay, I don't want to live where I am, so I can leave. Then so it's not up to you. But surely, yeah, we will see.
Oh wow, that's really great that's an advice for farmers because nurses nobody does this for us to. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm looking for except for the only one that I know that people really they can almost be begging is travel nursing, and travel nursing is very risky. You don't want to go into travel nursing as a new grad. Very risky to just dive in. Somebody is asking here. Um, is it after the second attempt with MCQ and OSCE and passing that you repeat the internship?
So for internship, it just depends on you. I have a friend that immediately. So for the internship in Alberta, you can do it when you like. Like let's say after you maybe okay, you've already passed your MCQ, and then okay, you want to write your OSCE. You can just start immediately after MCQ. Like okay, I think internship will help me with my OSCE and to make me know some more things. Or I'm ready shy. OSCE is not really bothersome. It's not really voluminous, so I can make my internship and so you can do it. Just apply to the college, write your IELTS, do your jurisprudent exam, and they'll give you your number. Because some people also they are already doing internship. They are, after first attempt, okay, some people maybe after asking, they're not going to apply for internship, they'll get the job. They'll not think that that moment they will pass, but they'll not pass. They are still there, so they're still doing internship. So after MCQ results, you can do your internship, and also it will help you prepare better for the OSCE exam. It will help you in its way.
Somebody said, "Can you do PG program?" I don't know if you've answered this while you were talking because I was trying to read, so I wasn't really.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually doing now. But someone combine internship, bridging, and OSCE exam, hope you don't want to die. So yeah, the internship and the bridging, honestly,
Don't die.
no, because the exam too, because the exam too is really stressful. Internship is stressful. Imagine working in the pharmacy and standing for 8 hours. What time do you have to work to read for your exam, and then you still have bridging assignments to do? The bridging is not really that intense, but combining bridging and internship is doable. I'm actually doing it now, but you can't add exam to it. So one must go.
Thank you. So let us talk about the job flow. What does it look like? 8 hour shift, 12-hour shift. I typically also think that the farmer, I don't know, maybe pharmacists in HS, maybe they're the one that is enjoying because they will resume at maybe they will tell us that it's only by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. we can request for medication from them. Then by I think by 3 or 4 go you will see them again. So I don't even understand their own shifts. That's their own.
Honestly, see, the goal is to leave community, enter hospital or enter tech or something. So different hospital, because hospital they are like, maybe like between the 8 and 10 they are doing something, then maybe they are doing one class or something. They say another thing. But for community, so for community, I'm not talking about internship, they're like full time. Most people they don't do full time. Because where I'm working, reliefs come. Nigeria, when I said, so what are you doing? I'm relief. What are you doing? Like, do you work somewhere? I said, no, I actually prefer relief. They pay more and you have your own flexibility. You can work where you want. So it depends on what you want. Most of the pharmacies here, they close 12 a.m. So, and it's somehow 8 hour shift. Maybe do for, if you say that, community, I'm tired though, I don't want to do community. You can enter maybe hospital, like she said, AHS, or something. There's a different thing. Me too, I'm also learning. Please, in case you have any information about where to go to, I'm also interested. And from when you start now, like maybe after internship, and then they want to retain you, they'll tell you to sign 1 to 2 years contract that you must stay with that pharmacy. That much is there, and then when they'll give you like 20K for you to sign between 10 and 20K for them to sign 2 years with you. So you have to know, okay, this is now to sign. Do I actually is it something I can actually do long term within that 2 years? Or let me just stay on my own and I'll just be picking shit in different pharmacy. So it depends on what you want for yourself. Full time relief, the money will still be there.
So you mean that means if I get you right, that means if I work in the hospital, I kind of maybe have more liberty of my time than when I work in the community, right?
I think so. Just I think so.
I think so too, because honestly,
If you come back in Nigeria, I work in hospital too, you're like, okay, I'm not on shift today, I'm not on call today. Something like that. And maybe you can even go and do shift, go do a relief pharmacy in the community. Like if you have, let's say, okay, now 1 2 years I did community, and then after then I went to hospital. And on my free days, you can go somewhere maybe community to go and do your relief pharmacy for that moment. So it depends on what you want.
so somebody's asking a more in-depth question here. Are you able to see the questions?
Yeah. So how is the practice like? Honestly, even when you start doing that MCQ, you know that what they taught us back then. We are not talking cognosy here. Like it is different. Some things I'll be like in class that they not teach us this one. Or some in my class will just say, I know that they taught us. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they don't really teach us well. The patient care here, they really take it deep. That's why the MCQ is really very intense. You have to follow algorithm, first line, second line. It's totally different from what we did back home. And then even in the practice, if you are okay, so for this Alberta, we have what we call APA, authorizing prescribing pharmacists. Pharmacists not prescribing Alberta, but it has to be after 1 year.
What?
We
They
now
can't
prescribe.
prescribe. Oh, they're not
Yeah.
prescribing. Yeah, they are. I saw
It
it.
has to be after 1 year of your practice. You have to apply, do your patient care. But in practice, a patient cannot just come to say, okay, I want antibiotics like the way we do in Nigeria. I want augmentin, give me like that. No. So that's why that MCQ and that skill will prep you very well into the practice. Their prescription here very, very serious. Their narcotics very serious. So the patient care, yeah. So when you start using CPS, you will understand more of the patient care. Like, okay, and this is serious. You have to follow algorithm. You have to do red flags. You have to do any of those. And in practice also, there's what we call centralized lab results. So let's say a patient now, when you were in New Brunswick, you took your vaccinations, and then you're in Alberta now, you're like, I'm not sure if I took this vaccination. Just there's what we call net care. You can get all the patient medication, all the patient lab work, or the patient's doctor in Canada. Not like, okay, I went to last week. I use this medication. You now come to the community pharmacy, you can't find it. No. Here, we can link all your all your health treatment. So that's another thing. He said, yes, I worked in Nigeria before coming here. So I did my internship in Lud and I worked in community for about 5 to 6 years before coming to Canada. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Yes,
Consider, I think he said,
I use care too as a nurse. I'm able to
yeah,
get
so
check. Yes, I can check your immunization record. Like if you come to me now and I want like you take tetanus or not, I can check it on care. It's
as
linked.
for the continuation of the question, it says, what is my day like as an intern? So as an intern, I can do what a pharmacist do, but under supervision. So now, as an intern, I give vaccination. So I give injection. But before the injection, I have to do my injection training, get my license, and also my CPR training. So when I have the two, I can give injection. So this is the flu season. We've been giving injection, the flu vaccine, the tab. So I can do that. And also I can verify prescription. Yes, I verify prescription. I do what the pharmacist can because after internship now, I will not be the pharmacist myself, but I do them under supervision. So when I see that okay, there's an interaction with this medication and I want to fax the doctor, so I have to show my preceptor. We call the person in charge of our internship preceptor. So I'm under a pharmacist, is my preceptor. So I just tell him, okay, I think let's fax the doctor. I think okay, so okay, we can fax the doctor. So I still take like I'm still under them. I do so they'll give you that liberty because as an intern, I have my liability. You have to have an insurance to cover you because you are dealing with life being. In case anything happens, nobody will sue you. You have an insurance. So fortunately for me, my company pay for the insurance. So I do what the pharmacists do under supervision. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so very much. So is it a paid internship and how long is it? How long is the internship? That's from Mr.
So
Francis.
for in Alberta, our internship is before it used to be 1,000 hours. So you do 320 320. You should divide it into three places, but for 450, 450, and then 100 hours. So for now, it is about minimum of 640 hours in two different places. So 320 here, 320 there, that's 640. Or you can do more depending on. So because me, and I still have my bridging to June, I'll still be doing my internship to June, even though I'll be officially done, but I'll still be doing it. I'll still be like, the tag I'll be wearing will be like pharmacy intern. I can't wear pharmacy tag because I've not gotten my license. So Alberta ACP, we call ourselves ACP, Alberta College of Pharmacists. We hold on to your license, even though I've passed on my exam, until you get your license from the bridging, from University of Alberta for my bridging course. And so is it paid? Internship, is it paid? So it depends on the province. Alberta internship is paid. So and I would say between $20 to $50. That's the cap. Depending on how you market yourself, depending on how like $20 to $50, yeah.
20? Or what did you say?
Yeah, between $20 to $50.
Okay, for the per hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How is digital health or health tech in Canada? Is it viable?
Honestly, people have been trying to look into health tech and everything. So I have some friends in tech, maybe they didn't write the exam, they just moved directly to tech. But having your pharmacy license and then into tech is like a bonus for you. Government hospital will be rushing you, AHS, different people will be rushing you, but for now, it's just this pharmacy I know about. I've not really seen anybody using the license for health tech. Maybe people that are there are the ones that have not written the exams at all.
Okay, thank you so very much. So let us talk about so after the internship, what's my pay like as a pharmacy per hour after my internship?
So it depends on the province. I mean, Alberta, like I said earlier. So in Alberta, say we have city and we have inside. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So let's say if you like money, let's say you are single, no family yet.
yes,
Okay, I have the time. If you are single, so
yeah,
it depends.
you
You
would be able
like
to
money.
make yeah.
Let's say, okay, I'm in Edmonton. So
Uh-huh.
Edmonton, Canada, we're like in city. So let's say they pay between 50 to 70. That's just an average, like between that range. It can be more, but it can be less. Why? So that range between 50 to
So
70.
if I'm pricing if I'm a new pharmacy like after my internship, I should not get less than 50. I said maybe I don't know how
Oh,
to.
that 57, I just like, don't, you can't do 50. It's from 55, but some people have like just cap it from that 50 to 70. But people start from 55. There's quick sections from 55. And if you now move, you now enter, I'm in Lagos, everything is Lagos. Edmonton is in Lagos, and then I want to go to Osun State. I can get like 90 to 100 per hour. So if you want to move to the Grand Parade, the Slave Lake, the river, all those places, they pay better than Edmonton. But maybe in that place, maybe just like you have two pharmacies in the old town or two pharmacies in the old town. But so it depends on where you want to stay. And let's say you're not living in Alberta, you're in Ontario. I think Alberta pays more than Ontario. But Edmonton and Ontario, they pay the same thing. So Ontario to ship is still between that 50 to 70. Yeah. But New Brunswick, I think they pay less because it's a small town. Yeah, I think those ones 55. Because the offers I was getting, they were saying 55. Yeah. So for starters though, like for 1 to 2 years to be like 55 for other province, like the Manitoba, New Brunswick, PEI, but Alberta and Ontario, they can still say between that 55 and $70 per hour.
That's actually important. Nurse, you can't you if you're getting $55 an hour is what you are like
One of
already.
my friends told me so like that. He's
Yeah,
already after
$55 an
4 years.
hour as a nurse, like you're just starting after intention. Hey, who sent you? Because it was until it used to be 36.21 as a new, like, oh, I'm just coming. AHS will give you $36.21. If you're just now that they've increased it to about 40 something, which you can't even get. So if I get that 55, maybe you're going for agency job, and that agency job they need you to get 2 years experience before they will offer you $55. So okay.
Even if after your internship, you want to move to Grand Paris, you want to move to Egg Point, you can start with 90 immediately. Like carry your load, go there. Some people they do it, they just do like 1 to 2 years, even move with their family and then come back to the city to spend the money. And that moment they want to just enjoy the money. Even this Camon that's close to Calgary, they pay about 90 also. So it just depends on how you are able to move. And if you don't want to move in this Alberta too, and if you now decide that, okay, I don't want to be a full-time pharmacist, I want to do relief. So the relief itself, you're not under any organization. You're just going to different pharmacies to pick shifts. They pay more. Let's say, okay, pharmacist in this one, pharmacy A pays 55. If they live in that same pharmacy, they can pay like 60 or 65. I don't know the reason to date, but relief pay more.
Thank you so very much. I'm coming. Let me just trying to get my question. We're almost rounding up, but this has been so interesting. But we're almost rounding up. So you practice in Nigeria, you practice in Canada right now, like at this internship and all that. So you said there's a big gap between pharmacy, the pharmacy market there, the pharmacy community. What you do here, is there a very big gap, or is it something?
Yes, there's a very big gap. You know, in Nigeria now, doctor writes augmentin. Oh no, you must give me that augmentin. I want the augmentin. I don't want amoxiclav. Funny enough, do you know we don't have branded here? All these augmentins in that, they are not here. Everybody, you know, because it's insurance now, and insurance will not, they have though, but you know, so the medication is insurance, they pay insurance to pay for it. So we use bottle. We don't even use all this. We use bottle, and then you dispense it into the vial, and then you know, in Nigeria, we just have our prescription outside once, twice daily, clinic like that. But here, we print out, we type it to the computer, then we print out the label, attach it to the vial. So all our medication are dispensed in the vial. We don't give pack, except in maybe disintegrating tablets, sublingual, like all these ones that they have to be in the original pack so that it will not affect the potency of the medication. But aside that, we do our medications in the vial, and then there's a label. And also for pharmacists here, like I said earlier, we give injections. So we give the regular, they'll come with their prescription, give injections. Back home, I never give injection. Pharmacists don't give injection in Nigeria, but yeah, we do that.
And that's the you also give like IM injections or just
So
vaccine.
also in the pharmacy, we only give IM and subcutaneous, so we don't give IV. So those
Yeah.
are just the things we give there. Yes. And what else? So even as a pharmacist here, you can also become a certified diabetic educator. That's another course under ACP. Like, okay, you want to focus on diabetic patients, like their diet and everything. You have to do those one. I know in Nigeria there's a course like that, but here as a pharmacist, you can also apply for the course, you get the license, and it will be attached to your criteria. In Nigeria, this can just come to the pharmacy. Okay, I have cough, and then you will prescribe. You will prescribe antibiotics. Here, we don't just prescribe antibiotics, except you have APA, and then you must see your lab results. You have to really assess you properly. So yes, we're really strict with our prescriptions here. Yes.
Yes, yes, you can tell that if you go to our ER, 90% of what is doing you is tiny no. You people will give up tiny no. Before they give you antibiotics.
Yes, before they give you antibiotics here, you have to pretend though that seven after. So even my son, when he had cough, when he was coughing, they were saying, we were like, if not sleep, or you have to like, no, that we need this thing, no. Like
Yeah,
actually, if not, they just say, like, just take Tylenol, you'll be better. And the year also cough and cold syrup, we don't give children
yeah,
until like from 4 and above. Even in the exam set, we don't
yeah,
give
you're not
children cough
supposed to,
syrup.
right?
If they are coughing, drink water, sleep. Drink water, drink Tylenol, sleep, but cough syrup, all those things that we do in Nigeria. But once you come here, you'll be like, it's rubbish I've been doing before. Like it will look like you just not rubbish, but everything is different. Within 1 to 2 years of practice, you'll forget everything you learned in Nigeria. This new culture will now be in you. Someone is saying, what is Saskatchewan pay like? Saskatchewan too, yeah, they don't do bridging. I think their own internship is about 1,200 hours or 1,000 hours too. But their pay is not really. So no, in towns, we have city. So in that Saskatchewan too, it depends whether you're outside or you're inside. I don't really know. I don't have anybody working there currently, but I think you should still be within that 55 also for starters. Please enjoy my background.
No, they have to take us with all our. This is our life right now. Just like when I saw a pair posted about people saying a husband, that's a woman's life. Anything that is in a woman's life, women like to. Women are expensive. Anything that women's life, if you call her now to a party, even if President Trump is coming and she doesn't have where to keep this boy, she has to carry him to see Trump.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they have to. I already spoke to them about it before we started. Let me see. I think we are almost. So if you have questions, this is the time to
Yeah.
start with our questions because we're leaving the studio soon. We have to go and bond with our child. Me too. I've not seen my babies in. I mean, even my husband. I don't even know if he has eaten. So we want to talk to our families. So she told us about the gaps. So I was saying that if there are what are the major difference? I think you told
Giving
from
of injections, we don't just give out prescriptions like that. Our narcotics, one thing that surprised me here is that in Nigeria, anybody practicing, I don't know if it has changed. All this our coding, we don't really dispense it like that. But here, it's like water. Nigeria, when you write augmenting, doctor will write paracetamol. Yeah, Tylenol 2, Tylenol 3. I think that guy, had a discussion with my pharmacy assistant to like, because she's an African too, like, yeah, that the narcotics dispensing here is quite higher from back home. Yeah, and
yeah.
then getting all our results together, we have a system which you don't have in Nigeria. Yes. So
Even as nurses, we look at this thing and like the patient will come and tell you, I want item off. Like, why can't you take something smaller for this pain first? They want
because
item.
when you ask them, they'll tell you that no, I've been taking it for 5 years. When I'm counseling that okay, this medication will cause constipation, take it with water. Say, no, I've been taking it for 10 years. Opioids.
Yeah.
So you will see different things. They're like, okay.
Yeah. So if you are cultural, you might be kind of defensive and patient will go and say, oh, when I saw that doctor, they don't give me pain medication. So
So you
just
just understand that okay.
yeah.
And
They,
also in the terms of gender, that got in MCQ, I think that last exam it came out how to address gender. In Nigeria, we're not. So when you now see, okay, let's say I will just use Nigerian name because we are familiar with masculine and feminine. Okay, no, let me even use the English name. Um, John, John Taylor. That's just an example. So John Taylor, this is John Taylor here, and then you now see a female. So your own that's like another cultural shock. So they will have prepped you that because of gender change, just tell them John and you're seeing a female. Don't give any eyes like What's going on? Just cancel and go. So that's another culture shock too. Like when you see a male bear female nail or something, just do your work and go. Don't start doing eyes or because they will report you that they will be discriminated, gender discrimination, this word. So that's another thing too. And yeah, so back in Nigeria, maybe a patient comes with a prescription from general hospital, and the medication is not correct. Sorry. The medication is not correct. What do you do in this time? You can fax the doctor here. There's doctor name, there's fax, there's phone number, fax the doctor. Unlike in Nigeria, that you just take law into your hand. Doctor, this doctor don't know anything. I'll just correct this for him. No, you don't correct here. You do, but you have to let the doctor know that, oh, this prescription, this one, that one should be like this, and the doctor will now reply by, okay, thank you, or no, I still want it like that. But documentation here is very key. In Nigeria, we don't really do documentation. Anything you do, when you change, so we call it adaptation. When you change the prescription in Nigeria, you change no documentation, but yeah, you have to document it, fax the doctor, and if you want it like that, you say, okay, I still insist, you document on the patient's profile. So in terms of documentation, there's a big gap. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. So if you have questions, this is the time to drop our question. Is there anything you want to ask that we have not covered? Because I know, because anytime I do life, I do. Even months after, weeks after, people say, hey, they will now drop. I'm like this. My guest is gone. I don't want to be providing my guests here with questions all the time. When I brought up pedagogy, in fact, we every minute I'm in a do. So if you have questions and if you have friends that are pharmacy, we can quickly send it to them. Oh, there is a live going on now if you want to join. So if you have questions, this is the time to ask before we log out because we're going to be logging out soon. It's really been an impactful section. I actually really learned a lot because I didn't have all this information about pharmacy. So thank you so very much for your time to join us today. That was really amazing. And thank you to our Bob. At least was giving us some time. He was really in the background. At least he's playing on his own, Sha. He's playing on his own, which is good. Yeah.
The exam too. That's why we're dragging. You begin it from the womb. That's why we're dragging ourselves in class. Even when I was doing my house key, it's not my own turn to present. I'm like, that's when you not start crying. You say, please, I'll present later. Because ask you and your assessor like one on one. Like, please, I understand. You understand. Like I said, better. I will present later when he's calm or when he's sleeping.
Wow. So that was it the exam? That was the exam, right?
No, exam is center, like maybe your tutorial.
Oh, okay.
So you have to be like maybe you are 10 in the class. I think maximum usually 12. So you are your assessor. Like we are talking now. So a patient came to no, give me my case. Okay, you now start. You are my assessor. Now start presenting like that. That's when you now start crying that hey, and you are trying to manage your 7 minutes. When you start crying, baby, I don't think you don't know it. Sometimes you don't know it, just maybe as an excuse, but you have to show your potential that exam is almost there. So please, I'll come back. I'll just man up in that downstairs with his father, and then I'll quickly do it again. Go and carry him again. So
it's really a lot. That's why you say anyone we can do from Nigerians do them, anyone we can do. So we can get support. You can easily get cheap, affordable, let me not say cheap, affordable nannies in Nigeria that will supervise your kids. Here, there's nothing like abroad where everybody's charging their words. You know that charge your words. We still see abroad.
Yeah, so
Everybody charging their words because somebody when I first came here, there was a time we were paying $100 per day for childcare, $50 per child. We have two boys because that's what the woman says she wants. She's been in the childcare industry for over 50 years, according to her. So she's charging.
And even that one said to what you're cheating now, because of course if he's doing 20 hours for, so it'll be like, please let me even manage it.
Exactly. So it's a lot here. So do we have
yes, you're asking about cultural shock. Yeah. We don't use farm Dayo, farm Ife. Dayo, Ife. Even so that the one of the farmers that is 70 years, that is practicing everybody's name, intern, pharmacy assistant. So when I'm like, farm Dayo. So like when I started working, I worked with Indians, but so there was no issue. When you not see Nigerians like only they finish night. So now start calling them regularly. So now start calling them this one, but the way you still address them like you are we I don't know you are much older, 10 years different, that kind of thing. But yeah, there's no farm Dayo, there's no farm Temi, Dayo, Temi, everybody's name. So that's another culture talk. So that's it. And internship here, it's not like you lose that you be the one carrying out the old load of the unit. Go and buy amala. You will not buy amala anything. You self, you are a boss on your own. That's just by the way, but yeah, intern the only thing you are your colleague.
So any question, we're rounding up. Any question? If you have question, now it's time to drop it. But I think people pretty much ask us questions a lot. So maybe that's it. So do you have any final words for pharmacy looking to practice here? And all of that. Then, oh, we should talk about career progression. Maybe we should take that as the last question. Like, for nursing, like, I can say, okay, you can become a nurse practitioner. What's the highest peak for pharmacy? Like, what can I become? Like, or maybe
I don't really know much about the practice, right? Because communities, most people are into communities. I don't really know about hospital and everything. But for community, the pharmacies we have here, there are different ones that you can actually have your own. You can own your own pharmacy, and they are usually their funds are government funds, you loan from banks. That pharmacy is really a good business here. You're gonna get your money back. And also, if you work with some companies in pharmacy here, we have different brand of pharmacy. Just like in Nigeria, we have Med Plus. We have I don't want to mention them. So we have different ones here. That maybe after 3 years of working with them, they can make you an associate. Like you be the owner of the pharmacy, you can have two in your name. All those, so the way I'm working now, I don't want to mention them. So those ones, after 3 years, they can make you associate. So that associate does not mean you are the owner of that pharmacy. They are the one running it, but it's under your name, like they made that your pharmacy, but the general you get. And then any profit you make, they will maybe they give like out of the whole money in the year, they can maybe give you 30% of that thing. That 30% is like your own bonus for being an associate. So like profit sharing. So that one, most people after 3 years, Nigerians, different people, you will just apply, they get locations, and like it's a progress in your career to be an associate, and you can actually be an associate in more than one store. But that's a particular pharmacy. Yeah, some people like this is my own, but she has like 2 stores. Some have 3. Yes,
but
and there's
this is really good. Oh, I think
and there's
pharmacy
profit sharing.
goes right too.
Yeah.
If I knew that this people have maybe it's pharmacy, I'll go and study.
Yes, that I first said that exam is discouraging at the beginning, but then
I will do it. Even if
at
I fail, I will teach. I failed my exam too in nursing. I will
that's
do it now.
that gingered me that someone had told me one thing that okay, after passing down my OSCE and then I was left with OSCE, he told me that in the next 10 years, do you know you will regret if you don't pass the exam? If you keep collecting $20 per hour and the mate at pharmacy is doing well, you will regret it. The thing entered. So you know that okay, it's like a long term, like one of my friends said, like pharmacy is just like a check for you that you're no longer in the middle class. You are below average in the community. The respect you will command, your account self will smile. And honestly, that is one of the encouraging parts. Just push yourself. And one thing I want to say about this exam. Sorry, I like involving God in all my things. The Bible says it is not of him that willeth, but of him that runneth, but of the Lord that showeth mercy. This pharmacy exam will teach you. That MCQ, I will not say I know that MCQ I read very well. Some people will even come to me that please teach me. I will teach them. They will pass. I will not pass. So that grace has to be there. And you'll be like, I already did everything. I already know everything. And one thing about that exam is because you are not writing the same exam. There are different batches. Maybe it's not your own that is now the hard one that you now got, and someone else now got the simpler one. I'm like, I finished my exam so simple. And you now be like, and I read, but when did I get my own questions too? So you have to pray like you have not read. And one thing about people in this exam, it's always humbling. When you finish your exam, nobody will tell you that, how was the exam? I finished it. It's a lie. They will call you and they'll be crying like this because PEBC can hit your eyes. I'm just trusting God. It's really humble. You will go on your knees and say, God, please help me, help me. In this sense, it's only God that can do it, honestly. No matter what you've written. Like I said earlier, if you've written like 80%, I'm sure that the exam I missed like 20. I got 30%, so I can pass. No, there's no cut-off mark. It depends on how people pass. So if people pass well, it will have, you say you have to pass well. But if people fail, you have to. So that kind of thing too, God factor. It has to be there. So just pray like you have not read and read as if you have not prayed, and God will help you. It is doable. It is doable within 1 year. Yes, it is doable within 1 year. People that finish from UK, Australia, they don't need to write the evaluating exam. So just the MCQ and the OSCE.
Oh, that's true. We didn't talk about people
Yes.
that is it people that finished that studied in UK like
Studied there, yes, not like people practicing or study UK, Australia and like US, of course, we know US now, like almost the same thing.
So they won't do the evaluating exam. They just do the.
Just MCQ and OSCE. I
Oh,
think
okay. Yeah.
US is different because US and Canada, they use like almost I think it's just OSCE that US will do. But UK, you write MCQ and OSCE. So
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. I actually, um, I was supposed to include that question. I think I omitted it in my question bank. Thank you so much for that. So I think we don't have questions. I'm not seeing any question in my this anymore. But this has been so. So if you have friends that are looking for information, I think this is just the best information on the internet. This is so impactful and so. Thank you so much, Emidayo. I
no worries.
learned a lot, and that is why, honestly, that is why information are very great, and we need to me, I'm just like the bit I said about mentioning God. I'm a God mention person. I'm a motherhood mention person. I love being a mom. It's very short, but I love being a mom. Also, as a mom, if you have all this information, like as I have this information, I can educate my daughter better. I say, oh mommy, I want to go into nurse. I say, you want to go to nursing, or do you want to try being a doctor? Do you want to try being a pharmacy? Because these are the potentials that you have over being a nurse or over doing this course. So we're able to even educate our children better when we know this information. So it's not just something all about I'm a pharmacy. I don't want to watch information about no, I'm not a pharmacy. I don't need to watch information about pharmacy. You can watch it because you're going to have children. So you can guide them appropriately. You can even read about what is pharmacy saying in USA, what are they doing? So you can guide your children. It's not just about coming and say, Mommy, I want to become this, and you just okay, anything you want to become. We still need to, give them that guidance. So
And
thank you so
I
very
think the pathway for Canada is really the more intense one. UK is not like this.
yeah.
And even US is not really but
Everything Canada is everything. Once you are a health practitioner and you're coming to Canada, just hold on to your God. Hold on to God.
so there's a question here. So in
Oh,
Canada, if you want to practice as a pharmacist in Canada, if people have masters or PhD, you must set your exam. So they don't count masters, PhD, or anything like okay, that one will exempt you from the exam. So let me just read the question. So if a pharmacist has a master degree in the UK or bachelor degree in Nigeria, does it mean that the pharmacist wouldn't write the no? What they are talking about is their license, like the original license as a pharmacist in UK. Like you went to their school. Not like okay, maybe I'm in Nigeria, like I schooled in Nigeria, I went to UK, I practiced after 2 years, now to come to Canada. No, like you are licensed in like from the you went to their school, sure. PhD masters, you still have to write evaluation.
okay.
Yes.
Yes, you're welcome. It's very, very impactful. So I hope that's the last question. Do we still have any question before we log out? Do we still have any question? Because other people will still watch, and I don't want people to be bored when they are watching 1 hour 30 minutes. I usually advise people that if you're watching program like this, if you are doing a rewatch, you can wash your plates, iron your clothes, and be listening. It's not like you need to visual connection. Sometimes you need visual connection to get it. Do that. Just rewind it and then
And
watch.
also, just to add, let's say you're in Canada now and you're writing your exams. So all the exam fee, when you do your tax return, you can add them to it, and it will even increase your tax return.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's true. That's
you can
true.
file for them. Like okay, your tutorial fee, your exam fee, just include them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. So we're going to be logging out shortly. Thank you so much, Emidayo. Thank you.
No worries.
I'm very sure that anybody that watch this will find value because even me, that I'm not a pharmacy, I find very great value in it. It's a very great pointer. And at least somebody who cannot watch this and still, at least the information are there. She mentioned something, go to their site. It's a pointer. So thank you so very much. And thank you very much to everybody that joined us because I'm not a pharmacist. So we had over 50 people join, people join, people leave and all that. So I think that's really very commendable. Like I'm not a pharmacist, so people are still turning up to join. So thank you so much. We're going to be logging out now. Yeah, it's really very insightful and I quite agree with you. We're going to be logging out now. We can also share the link with our friends that are pharmacy that are unable to, catch this. If anybody asks me about pharmacy now, I'll just send them the link straight. That's why I love doing sessions like this. So, and also, fella, kiriko. I just send you the link. Go and watch it. I'm not a pharmacist, but I brought somebody. And I also want to get a doctor as well to come. We got one doctor to come before, but that was maybe 2 years ago. So I want to get another doctor. When you are trying to book
People
session.
can see Nigerian doctors in this Canada. They'll
Yes.
be so good and like for them, the way they do their residency, like one person per country.
Yeah.
You not send a doctor. Time and money. Oh.
Yes, so that's mom. The doctor is working.
Yes,
He has
so
been packing shifts. He doesn't even have time to come to the show.
the only time they have time is to just get to their family.
Yes, so he has been
I
packing.
don't really blame them.
And his wife is not working yet. So I think he's the major person. So he's really been a lawyer, has been
Yeah.
packing shit. Thank you so much. So we're logging out now. We're ending the live stream.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you so much, your baby boy, giving us all the sounds in the background. Thank you. All right, Emida, we'll catch ourselves on WhatsApp. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
Bye.
ending the live stream now. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.